Niles Edgeworth, 12 minutes past 5, dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Anything on the back? No. Okay. Nothing really new. I haven't actually looked at this, have I? Oh, hello. Oh, was that his picture? Ooh, something went yellow. Oh. Name and ID are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, blah, blah, blah. Wonder why they only use numbers for ID. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, Yabadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? Yabadab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point, tee-hee. Doesn't take much to amuse her. That was incredibly useless. Wait. Okay. Edgeworth's troubles. He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? The last case, right? My goodness. We'll start with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Twice. There have always been rumours about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumours. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumour. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Word is. And I was confessing as much. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We meant the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nope, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier. Show them this, and I'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Okay, letter of introduction. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Court record. Let's have a look at that, then. Hey, look here. Looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it's a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. It's in the detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. I can't look at that. Okay. So we will head back. Yeah, things have changed. Looks like the investigation's still ongoing. Have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here. Oh, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too? What happened to the security guard? Oh dear. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. I mean, he's getting all kinds of, like, DNA evidence everywhere. No. Okay. There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. Me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime. Alright, it's just going around. Okay, that's... Would you mind reading this for me? This, I warn you. Fan letters to me go right to the spittoon. Letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. Maybe investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Yes. Let's have a hootenanny. Hootenanny. Police investigations are like settling land. No, they're not. No, they're not. So I won't be needing this anymore. Letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Slide. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 6:15:12:2, or it could be upside down 2:21 something something. You're right. Let's see. 6/7S 12:2. His name's written on the paper above Goodman. Maybe it fell out of its pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean? What am I supposed to know? Deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not right. Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Okay, well. Wait, I can't... How come that's the only thing I can't check? Like, I can even rotate this. Oh, it's going to be that thing where it's like, it is, I'm right, and it's, you've got to kind of rotate the thing round. But it doesn't want you to do that at this point. This is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. That's no fun. Like, this makes me more suspicious that this is a thing to rotate. Because it's not letting me. And there's clearly, if you reverse it, there's a clear 221, which would be the 21st of February, which is when the guy died. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it out in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Let's check it out. Alright, let's check it out. Why are you doing it like that? What a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. The series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone's still still on the radar screen. Radar? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last. Defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. I mean, we're gonna get information out of this. I know that. What's going on over there? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on their phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, boat? Anyway, it was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Skye. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I've got a question for you, partner. I had a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ring tunes. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. Hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. It's Texas, they shoot you for everything. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Last call made at 5:18, but the murder was 5:15. Wasn't it? Oh, I don't have this information anymore, do I? Appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Okay, so it wasn't open. Crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Prosecutors get the big bucks. Is that everything then? I think that's everything. Oh, no. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the lunch-done car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the kid design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Okay, right, so we're in A block. Areas reserved for the prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. Dreaming the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. Not planning on giving up the job soon. We've already looked there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new. Okay, now can I talk to him? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner? To be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. He means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So is that like a 3-hour window either side? So 2:30 to 5:30? Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Skye and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? I mean, they were human, but they were and they worked together. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. No motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? To the parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. calling me out? Shoot for that in Texas. Told you they shot you for everything in Texas. I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? Why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. It's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find its tail. Maybe it's because he runs without Edgeworth, eh? Ah, okay. That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet. Kicked out of the investigation. There's no connection between Detective Goodman and Lana Skye, not Lana Faye. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect of tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Oh, is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind. Or ill will. Someone's up to something here. But who? But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and raging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is. Until he met you. But rumours are just rumours, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumours about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Skye. My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all this cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some load them with deals. You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. They probably say where there's smoke, there's fire, but whatever. It's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. You think we'll be okay? The only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Okay, so Lana was calling Emma? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Popular TV show. For kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Ah. A detective is murdered. The suspect is the top prospector. Good grief, Marshall's getting to me. Prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. And I think I'll put the cut in here. There's a decent place to put the safe. And next time, I think it'll be the trial. And everything will go badly. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.